we are in a different location. We are at the Dorcus Rigathi Foundation. You know what you're about to talk about. This morning, we want to talk about the role of the girl child. Last time we were here, we were talking about the role of the boy child, and we shift gears now into matters of the girl child. And with me on set, of course, we have a live audience. Let me start with the audience today. We have a live audience to help us with this conversation, and of course, none other than Her Excellency Pastor Dorcus Rigathi, and of course, our counselor here, Richard Ziwa Zimbalist, to help us understand how the empowerment of the girl child is doing, the initiatives that have been put in place to empower the girl child. How are we doing as of 2025? Karibu sana to the show. Once again, this is Morning Cafe. You're welcome, Your Excellency. And I want us to start right into this particular discussion. Right, the last time we were here, we were talking about the role of the boy child and the empowerment initiatives. How would you rate the state of the girl child empowerment?
Well, I would say you can never have enough of empowering a person, but if I rate the girl child empowerment, we can put it above average, around 75%. Because for the time, from the time that we realized we had left the girl child behind, we re-emphasized with the affirmative action and all that. And when, for today, you'll find even those who are in the raw cadres and the attitude, the mindset of a girl is very different. The confidence that they project out there is just simply very good. But I still feel there are areas that we can be able to moderate so that the girl child can start to reflect maturity.
What are these gaps that you are seeing in terms of just empowering the girl child? If you're talking about 75%, then we have 25% remaining. Then what are these gaps?
The gap is a wiring towards maybe the family values, and where we are talking about the men and their counterparts, the men and especially their peers, the attitude and the mindset towards money and life in general. I think that is a place that we would need to address so that the girl child can now be 100% and she can start enjoying full destiny and full grown dreams. Yes.
And right there, here we'll be hearing from them in regards to the challenges that they feel the girl child is facing in 2025. Yes. Richard, as of 2025, Her Excellency has given us a 75%. How would you rate the status of girl child empowerment?
They're doing extremely well, in contrast to the young men. If you get any age quadrant today and you take them to an opportunity to seek employment, oft time you take note that they'll take the girl child and the boy child. If you look at the landscape of employers in, let's say, East Africa, you'll be amazed that the biggest number of people who are in the high-profile organization to date, they're women, the girl child. They're doing incredibly well. But the trouble is that we need a lot more. You can't say that there's no room at the top. There's still room at the top. But me, I would say we need the balance of the two. We need the young men to be grafted in the same spaces where they're flourishing. All
right. So would you say that these girl child empowerment initiatives have been done so much to an extent that it is overpowering, the initiatives to empower the boy child as well?
When you go back to where life happens in a home, and you hear women who are empowered say, I don't need a man, that is worrying. The family needs both genders in that experience. And I think they've had an opportunity to succeed tremendously in their careers and the spaces where they go to steward their unique crafts and abilities. But when they return home, there's a significant absence, and that gap needs to be balanced out. You can't say that you don't need men. As much as these women are succeeding, you still need a man in your life. And if you're going to raise a family, It won't take you long, but you can't raise a family alone. You need help.
All right.
Yeah.
And Your Excellency, when a councillor is talking about the mindset, the way it has shifted in 2025, you know, we are hearing a lot of conversations, the girl child, we're talking about an independent woman. I do not need a man. A lot of women right now want to be child-free, and you know, some don't want to even have men in their homes. From where you sit during your generation, what do you think has contributed to this mindset shift? Right now, the women are okay being without the men.
Yeah, I think culturally the woman had her place and the man had her place, and the roles were made in a way that they would work together. In the modern world, the more emphasis when we took the girl and put her on the affirmative action, and all the funding was going to make sure that the girl is well taken care of in terms of education, in terms of health care, in terms of the laws that were and registration that was there, so that it could protect her from the aggression, from gender-based violence. Then there were quite a number of issues that actually could back the decision to have an affirmative action for the girl child. And then the Beijing conference and all this, where the woman is being told what the man can do, she can do better. And of course, when you go to the court of law, you find that even where there is an issue where it is concerned the boy and the girl, and the girl maybe was the aggressor, the boy becomes the victim. And with all these registrations and biases and stereotype kind of thing, you find that the girl bar was raised, and she has climbed very, very high. The other thing that you find is that over time, in the infrastructure of office and government, the women have been growing slowly into position. So you find now the CEO and managerial senior levels, women now by experience, others by education. Now they have invaded the space that where men used to occupy. And that is generating a mentality that is telling them that you can do without a man. But unfortunately, I always find, like the other day, there was a man, a preacher man, who wanted to pray for husbands. Did you see the scramble that was there? 10,000 women almost died trying to get into the space where they could get husbands. And of course, on the other balance, on the other scale, is a man now left behind who cannot be able to answer to the question of a girl child, of having a husband, of having a leader, and having a responsible husband. And therefore, you find all these decisions and all these questions whether I'll marry or I'll not marry is actually being influenced by circumstances that are surrounding the way we have been brought up now, the breakdown of family values and all this, and then of course the affirmative action and the way we have really fought very hard to make sure that the girl space is protected. And the boy space was being, kind of removing the walls from the boy child. And I think that balance ought to be returned, because you do not progress one by destroying another. What we need is to bring them together, and they should go and grow as partners, even from primary school, at the home level, at the primary school, secondary level, and even in the tertiary. You find that at the university now, they come and you find two different people. The girl is going and is saying, I don't want to get a relationship with this one. It is better I get a sugar daddy who can take me to other places, can buy me a car, but they are being misused by a man